just an apparatus.
This! I would like some information about the sound-making machine, its operation and purpose. It's not my reference data.
You see, Rollo, I can hardly call a piano a machine, even though it is technically correct. I would call a piano, rather, a machine designed to produce sounds of graduated pitch and tone, singly or in groups.
Through my observations, this machine, as you call it, has wires of thickness and tautness and each felt covered hammer to determine the sounds of each key. All levers operate on a horizontal panel.
A very cold-hearted description of man's highly noble works. You make such amazingly talented men like Mozart and Chopin merely sound like laboratory technicians.
Mozart? Chopin? These terms, I beg your pardon, sir, are not my memory banks.
No, not yours, Rollo. Mozart and Chopin are not from the vacuum tube and fuses and copper wire. They're for humans with flesh and blood, rich with emotions.
I do not understand.
Well, they are two humans who compose, or as you would say, design a succession of notes. Varying sounds, that is, produced by the piano or by other instruments. Machines that produce other types of sounds fix the pitch and tone. Sometimes these instruments, as us humans call them, are played, operated individually, sometimes in groups. Orchestras refer to them, and the sounds blend, called harmonizing. That is, they have an orderly, mathematical relationship to each other which results in... Never in a million years did I think I would be explaining in difficulty to explain music to a robot.
Music?
Why yes, Rollo, the sounds coming out of this machine. We call it music.
What is the purpose of music?
The purpose? Listen, Rollo. One of our mechanics of an era long past. He designed that succession of tones many years ago. What do you think of it?
The sounds were well formed. They did not turn my auditory senses as some do.
Rollo, you must not realize, but you are a wonderful music critic.
This music then, its purpose is to give pleasure to humans?
Exactly. Sounds well formed do not charge the auditor centers as much due. Marvelous. It should be carved in marble over the entrance of a new Carnegie Hall.
I do not understand. Why should my definition?
No matter, Rollo. No matter.
Sir?
Yes, Rollo?
Those sheets of paper you sometimes place before you on the piano, they are the plans of the composer indicating which sounds are to be produced by the piano in what order?
Just so, because each sound, a note combinations of notes we call chords.
Each dot that indicates a sound to be made?
Perfectly correct, my smart robot.
Sir, I have scanned my memory banks and have not found any instructions against it. Would you please teach me how to produce... Restart that. We can cut that part, okay? Sir, I've scanned my memory banks and have not found any instructions against it. Would you please teach me how to produce these notes on the piano? Would you please help me to retain all the information to my memory banks?
Done! It's been a long time since students have been able to understand the concept of music, but I am sure you will be a wonderful student. To put music into metal and machinery, I will gladly accept the challenge. Why don't you come take a seat, Rollo? We can make Beethoven spin out of his grave and create musical history. It's getting late, and my old eyes are getting pretty tired. You have all the fundamentals of musical notation stored in your memory banks now. I can't remember how long it took me to learn all these skills. Good class. Tomorrow we will try to teach your fingers to work at the piano. I'm off to bed. Would you mind turning off the lights?
Yes, sir. I have one request.
Yes, my star pupil?
May I try to create some sounds on the keyboard tonight? I promise not to disturb you.
Tonight? But it is so... Oh, pardon me, Rollo. I often forget sleep has no help to you. Well, I suppose a good teacher would not discourage impatience and willingness to learn. Okay, Rolo, but this piano has been with me for many years. I don't want it getting ruined by your sledgehammer digits. Please be careful. Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, did these sounds please you?
Yes, Rolo, they please me. This much already?
All the principles you explained to me are added to my database. Applying them was not very difficult.
Not very difficult. That was incredible. That was music. I could feel it in my soul. Are you ready for work, Rilla? We have a lot to do, you and I. I have such great plans for you, Rilla. Great plans. I have asked them all to come this afternoon. Conductors, concert pianists, composers, my manager, all the Incredibles of the music. Can't wait for them to hear you play. You'll play for them right here this afternoon, the Impassionata again, I think. I must see their faces. Then we'll arrange a recital to introduce you to the public and the critics, and then a major concerto with one of the big orchestras. We'll have it telecast around the world. Rolo, it can be arranged. Think of it, Rolo. Just think of it, the greatest piano virtuoso of all time. A robot! It's completely fantastic and completely wonderful. I feel I can explore at the edge of the new world. Then recordings, of course, my entire repertoire, Rolo, and more, so much more.
Sir?
Yes, Rolo?
In my building instructions, I have the option of rejecting any actions which I consider harmful to my owner. Last night, you were crying. This is one of the signs. I am instructed to consider all my decisions.
No, Rolo, you don't understand. That was just for a little moment. How childish of me.
I beg your pardon, sir, but I refuse to approach the piano again.
But Rolo, you can't. You're incredible. The world must hear you play.
No, sir. This piano is not a machine. To me, yes, I can translate the notes into sounds very easily. I can grasp the composer's conception just by looking at a few notes. I can also grasp that this music is not for robots. It is for humans with emotion and affection. To me, yes, it's easy to play, but it was not meant to be easy.